When my mother would put me in that room, multiple times she had zip-tied my hands and feet together.
Colin Gosselin has spoken out again after his mom got him kicked out of the Marines with some even more disturbing details than we heard before, and that is saying a lot. That beginning clip should give you a hint, but trigger warning if you're not feeling up to it, please scroll. That being said, let's continue.
My mom always told me nobody would believe me. I was fully isolated from everybody. I had no friends, nobody. I was 100% treated differently. I remember saying that I'm not trying to trick you, because I remember thinking that nobody believed me as a kid.
So the letter he's speaking about, I'm going to go surface, but I have gone into everything that's gone on with the Gosselins very, very deep, including diary entries from her saying that she was afraid she was going to hurt them, stuff like that, right? So if you go to my page and click playlist, view all, there's a whole playlist full of Gosselin stuff. But the letter that he's talking about, when Colin was about 11, he was sent away by his mother to various facilities that there was no diagnoses coming out. They're very, very sketch, just in a nutshell. And again, that playlist, go there, there's a lot more details. But in 2017, after several years of being in these places with no visits, no contact, he sent a letter to his dad as a last ditch, just, Dad, please believe me, I'm not trying to trick you. It's really bad here. This is the other side of that letter.
I definitely went through it a lot as a kid from my mother's end, so it was tough. My mother, at many, many times, and most of the time, became physically aggressive, verbally very abusive with the things she would say, and obviously that carries over to, you know, the emotional side of things where, you know, a young child doesn't know any better.
The one that has the most bumps and bruises is definitely Colin. He falls like 56 times an hour, but he's not tough. He gets upset.
Hopefully people are aware now that speaking about a child like that is a huge red flag. Oh, well, he's always covered in bruises, but he's a big baby. And hindsight is 20/20. But now he's come in and we already knew these really horrifying things, but added even more horrifying details.
When my mother would put me in that room, multiple times she had zip-tied my hands and feet together and bolt-locked the door, turned the lights off, and had cameras there just watching me. In that room that my mother had built, oftentimes she had zip-tied my hands and feet together and kept me locked in there for most or all of the day for multiple days.
On top of that depravity that she exhibited towards these children when they were little, she is still doing everything she can to destroy their lives. So around the time that we were speaking about this the last time, Kate did respond, and she wrote some just really not helpful stuff about her son. It didn't ring true as a mom who genuinely cared. Basically just saying, hey, everything he's saying is a lie, and that's just what it is, so I can't be bothered. This is the second part of this post, and it is highly debated whether he was ever actually diagnosed with anything, because they could never formally tell Jon what that is, if anything. But he had just gone to the Marines when she posted this. They saw it, went mega viral.
This post went insanely viral, and in this post, my mother talks about how I have a large list of diagnoses. I couldn't defend these attacks. I didn't even know what was going on until my friend actually mailed me a picture of this. It got around and it raised a lot of questions. Things started to get looked through on Parris Island, and what was discovered was that I was in an institution, and from the side of things in the Marine Corps, they, you know, couldn't tell if these claims on social media were true about these diagnoses. They couldn't tell if they were true or not. That ultimately led to my discharge.
But it's not over until the wonderful operatic lady who has the vocals of an angel sings, and they've started doing their own evaluations.
A full evaluation was completed, and the doctor states here, Colin Gosselin does not meet criteria for any of the diagnoses of concern in your evaluation request. And that request was from the Marine Corps. Nor do I see evidence to indicate any other psychiatric diagnoses or behavioral disorder in his current.
Between medical professionals, family, people who know him, the Marine Corps, the only person attesting that he's got all of this stuff going on is Mommy Dearest.
It's important for me, for her to come forward with the truth, because I want nothing more than to serve my country. You know, you think your mother's on your side of things, and I wish that things never went this way, and I wish I didn't have to come forward and put all this information out there, but this is very important to me.
The things that Mommy Dearest has put those kids through with the help of TLC is just heartbreaking, and I hope this gets worked out for him. We're rooting for you, Broseph.